And Jai Baba friends, this is our third session of singing. Today it's bhajans, Mira bhajan with Cathy, who's going to lead us. And before we've had a couple of ghazals with Huma ghazals with Elaine, and so welcome, and we'll begin.
Okay, so thank you, Betty, for hostessing with the mostessing. And I am very honored to share my story of how I learned some of these Mira bhajans when I went to India in the 70s, 1970s. I was very, of course, so taken with Mehera, and she must have enjoyed my singing because one day she invited me to come join her on in the parlor, inside the house, privately, and said she wanted me to learn some Mira bhajans to sing. And I was thrilled as she went to the old Victrola and opened it up and put a 78 record on, and down came the arm, and she, had cranked it up and played these beautiful Mira bhajans sung by Jukita Roy, who was a famous Indian singer that Baba and Mehera loved. And she played me one, she played me another. She said, "Which one do you like? I would like you to learn a song, Mira song." I didn't know anything about Mira. I didn't understand the words. So I was very honored, overwhelmed, and finally said, "Mira, I don't really know anything about these songs and I don't understand the words. So would you pick one for me to learn?" And so she picked a song, one of the Mira bhajans, and she then recorded it for me, or I recorded it on my little tape recorder, the little cassette recorder with those tiny little, I don't know if you remember those from eons ago. And then I didn't know where to go to learn how to pronounce and how to sing. So Mehera didn't give me any indication in the very beginning. So I went to Mansari and said, "Mansari, would you help me with this Mira bhajan?" And she did her best. I went back to Mehera, sang the first song, and Mehera looked quite aghast and said, "Who taught you to sing like that?" And I said, I went to Mansari." And she looked horrified and she said, "Mansari, she sings like a cow. I want you to learn from Rhoda." So Rhoda Mystery had a beautiful voice.
Can you give us
Henceforth, I went to see Rhoda, and Rhoda, every time I had a song, Rhoda would teach me, and then I would go back to Mehera, and Mehera after that was very happy. So the first song that I learned from Mira song I would like to teach today. And that I had sent to Betty. So I had written out the phonetic pronunciation. And maybe Betty, if you wanted to screen share, I could just show that right now. I could talk a little bit about the beautiful meaning of this song. So this was the first song I remember learning from Mehera, always very shy and doing my best because it was all phonetic, but usually she liked it and then she'd give me another bhajan to learn. So this beautiful song, when she taught it to me, she actually would have used Krishna's name. Of course, Mira, when she would be singing, would sing to Krishna. And usually Mara asked me at the end, when you go through, you repeat the first line twice, second line twice, third, fourth, and then you come back and sing once the first line, once the second line. And she wanted me to put Baba's name instead of Krishna's name. So I will sing it that way because of Krishna returning. So here I think I'd love to share the teaching the song, and then there's a beautiful story about this particular song. So I'm thinking I'll teach the song first and then tell the beautiful story later. So first, I will sing the whole thing. Follow along if you can. So it goes like this. Mehera Baba. Mehera. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna Krishna ne. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna Krishna ne. Krishna Krishna mai pukaru, तेरे घर के सामने. कृष्णा कृष्णा मैं पुकारूं, तेरे घर के सामने. गीता में कियाता आऊंगा कलयुग में. गीता में कियाता आऊंगा कलयुग में. अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान आज हमारे सामने. अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान आज हमारे सामने. दिल तो मेरा हार लिया, प्यारे मेहर बाबा ने. बाबा बाबा मैं पुकारूं, तेरे घर के सामने. I think before teaching it, there is such a very, very touching story about Baba hearing this very Mira bhajan that Mehera told me that I'd love to share. Mehera said that she and Baba and some of the women were on a balcony with Baba in Dehradun. A father and his sons, street singers, came singing below, Krishna, Krishna, I'm crying out. You said in the Gita you would come back in the Kali Yuga. Why have you not come before us? And of course, Baba turned to the ladies and twinkled because, of course, they knew Krishna had come back, and there he was before them as they asked, why are you not here? And Krishna was right before them, twinkling away, sharing the secret with the women. In Mehera, volume 2, I found actually this version, a slightly different version of that same story, and I'd like to read it now. Once from their makeshift kitchen in Dehradun, the women heard a harmonium being played at their gate. Do you want music? A voice cried out. Do you want songs? Mira told Mani, go, ask Baba if we can call the man inside to sing. Baba would like to hear him. He sounds like he has a good voice. Baba was talking with the Westerners, but he told Mani, yes, call the street singers inside. All gathered in the large, sparsely furnished room. They brought their mats or sat on the bedding already on the carpet. with Baba, Norina, and Elizabeth in chairs. The singers were three brothers, ages 9, 10, and 11, and the lad's father. They sat in front of Baba on the floor. One of the boys played the tabla, the other the harmonium. When Baba said to start, they immediately began with a Mira bhajan, one that was new to the women. It was a beautiful song about Krishna that said, "My heart has been captured by Radha Krishna. I stand in front of your house calling you Krishna. I am begging for your darshan." The song went on to say, "Krishna, in the Gita, you promised to come back during the Kali Yuga. Now is that time. Why are you not in front of me today?" Mehera commented, "The meaning of the song was so beautiful that we, sitting around Baba, turned to see what Baba was doing. He was pretending as if nothing was unusual. He was smiling sweetly, tapping his armchair, keeping time to the music, looking very innocent with a twinkle in his eye." We knew that Baba was Krishna and that he was right in front of these singers who were asking of Krishna, "Why are you not in front of me today?" How lucky we were, but we couldn't tell them. They wouldn't have had conviction. When the musicians finished the song, Baba was pleased and permitted them to sing a few more. "Pay them well," he said. They sang beautifully. Having sung for the Lord incarnate, they had already been given a priceless reward. So now here we go, and I'd love to, so how about if I sing the first line, and then maybe it would be good for everybody to mute, to be sure they're muted so you can sing with me, and I'll try maybe one or two or three times each line. So I'll start with, here we go on this note. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Again. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Second line. Krishna, Krishna, mai pukaru, tere ghar ke samne. It seems to me, I'm stopping a minute to say that I think I remember Mara or Rhoda having said the ghar ke has a little bit of a ha. Ghar ke. So tere ghar ke samne. Krishna, Krishna, mai pukaru, tere ghar ke samne. I'm going to repeat those first two lines because they're the same melody. The third line is different. So going back to Dil to Mera. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Krishna, Krishna. Sorry, you should repeat. Sorry, repeat Dil to mera. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Krishna, Krishna, mai pukaru, tere ghar ke samne. Repeat. Krishna, Krishna, mai pukaru, Tere ghar ke samne. Third line goes up here. Gita me dakiata awunga kaliyuga me. Repeat. Gita me dakiata awunga kaliyuga me. I'll repeat that line again. Gita me dakiata awunga kaliyuga me. Gita me dakiata awunga kaliyuga me. I may maybe go over that line 2 more times since it's different from the first 2 lines. Again, here we go on Gita. Gita me dakiata awunga kaliyuga me. Gita me dakiata awunga kaliyuga me. The fourth line is a different melody again. Abakunahiyate ho Bhagavan achamare samane. Abakunahiya. Then a slightly different te ho Bhagavan ajamare samane. Before repeating that last line, I remember the word Bhagavan has again a bit of an aspirated H. It's not Bhagavan, it's Bhagavan. And the V is between a W and a V, Bhagavan. You know, these sounds, as Elaine had mentioned, are not in our phonetic language. So I'll do the first run through of Abakunahi. Abakunahiyate ho Bhagavan achamare samane. I'll repeat that again. Abakunahiyate ho Bhagavan achamare samane. I'm going to repeat that again because it's a little tricky. Abakunahiyate ho Bhagavan achamare samane. Abakunahiyate ho Bhagavan achamare samane. And I am realizing that after the, what do you call it? The form is that you go back and sing the first line once and the second line once. As I had said, Mehera had said, please put Baba's name instead of Krishna, Krishna. She loved putting Baba's name into the Mira bhajan. And on the second Krishna, Krishna, Mai Pukaru, Mira, I suppose, had lifted her voice into a slightly different lyrical melody. So I'm going to sing Dil Tomera, and then I'll sing the Krishna, Krishna, Mai Pukaru which will be slightly different. One time through Dil to mera har liya pyare meher Baba ne. Then Baba Baba instead of Krishna Krishna. Baba Baba, voice going up. Mai pukaru tere ghar ke samne. I'm going to repeat that very last line with the Mai pukaru lifting, the melody lifting higher. Baba Baba, Mai pukaru tere ghar ke samne. I'll do that one more time. Baba Baba, Mai pukaru tere ghar ke samne. And that is the way that that Mira bhajan ends. So before repeating any of that again, I would love to get some feedback from any of you, from Betty or any of you who have been trying to learn the song, with unmuting and giving me, what you might need help with as we go through this perhaps another time. Mhm.
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, Betty. Go ahead, Betty.
Do we always, where it says 2 times, is it always 2 times, even when it changes to Baba? The deal?
No, so at the end, when you come back, you only do one time of the Dil Tomera and only one time of the, instead of Krishna Krishna, now it would be Baba Baba. So that is often the form of a bhajan, is 2 times each line, at the end, one time each of the first and second lines, which I did write down at the bottom there for those of you who want to remember the form. So and Elaine is saying that's the same form that in the Ghazals, I'm sorry, in the Baba, in the Huma Ghazals.
Could you,
Mhm.
oh, sorry, go
Yes.
ahead.
No, what would you like to ask?
Can you scroll up to the top, Betty? So that third word there, Hurleaa. Can you?
Harliya. There's a kind of a roll to the ha. It's a ha. Harliya. Harliya.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. I'm
Mehera.
just gonna try the first and just try to remember the first 2 lines because that would
Yeah.
be an accomplishment for me. I don't think I can remember all the melodies, but
Well, I'm just happy to just go over it again. Shall I do that, Betty? Just go over?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay. So how about instead of 2 times, shall we do each one 4 times? That might be a way to just cement it. Okay, so deal, ready, here we go. Dil to mera har liya pyare Krishna Krishna ne. Dil to mera har liya pyare me Krishna Krishna ne. Dil to mera har liya pyare Krishna Krishna ne. Dil to mera har liya pyare Krishna Krishna ne. Krishna, Krishna, मैं पुकारूं तेरे घर के सामने. 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 Then the third line is, of course, changes and goes. Mm, mm. It's actually an octave higher, yeah. Gita Gita Avunga Kali Yuga Me Gita Mediata Avunga Kali Yuga Me Gita Mediata Aunga Kaliuga Me Gita Medakiyata Aunga Kaliuga Me. I think I'll come back to that later, but I'm going to go on to the fourth line. अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान आज हमारे सामने. अब क्यों नहीं आते. See there, I think it goes does two versions. Let's see. First way, अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान. I think आज हमारे सामने. I guess that is the same. This I think I'm not singing two different melodies. That's one melody. अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान आज हमारे सामने. Again. अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान आज हमारे सामने. I think it might be better to go back to the top and do the first two lines again, and then maybe ask very specific questions after that about what specific lines might need to be improved a little bit. So one time through the Dil to Mehera using Baba's name. This is the coming down to the end of the bhajan. Dil to Mehera har liya प्यारे मेहर बाबा ने. Baba, Baba, voice goes up. Mai pukaru tere ghar ke samne. And you, at the end of that repeated first and second lines, you're slowing down at the very last line so that the Baba, Baba, mai pukaru, slow down. Tere ghar ke samne. That is.
Okay, I have another question about the
Yeah.
fourth word. I still don't think I'm pronouncing that one right. Well,
Which one is that?
you don't pronounce the R in it. It's Piaray. I don't hear a rolling R in it.
Piare, piare, r,
There.
piare. Dilto mera harlia, piare, piare. Yeah, there is a rolling up. Piare Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, piare. There is a rolling R.
Yare,
Piare Krishna,
yare. Okay.
Krishna ne. Piare Krishna. And
Kathy?
yes.
Okay, sorry, you were gonna say something first.
Let me
Were you-
just, I was just, yeah, I mean, these different, I'm just looking at every single word and trying to see if there's any that are more kind of problematic. Krishna, Krishna, Mai. So it's Mai. It's like Mai. There's a little bit of an E at the end of that. Mai. Pukaru, U. So it's an U.
Ai.
It's like a. The tere is almost like there's a bit of an
Eve.
A in that E. Tere gharke. Samane. Tere gharke. Samane. Would you like to speak it? Would that help? Just so that we don't have to worry about melody and lyrics? How's-
Yes, but can
Okay,
I ask you something first? Well, two questions. In the first line, are I's sounding like long E?
in the first line,
Not-
P-R-A,
Yeah,
yeah, it is more like an E, that's right, sorry, P-R-A. So that should
Piare.
probably, that I should be like an E, P-R-A, right, thank you.
Okay. And then this, the last two stanzas, whatever. And saying it would be, and then having us repeat each little section after you would probably
Sure.
be very helpful.
Okay, so how about shall I start at the beginning and we'll do Dil Tomera Harlial, how about that, just that one? The first half of the first line,
Right.
so
That-
that's,
and we'll repeat and do the second half and
okay,
whatever.
good, so let's, okay, here we go, very good. Dil Tomera Harlial. Dil Tomera Harliya. Again. Dil Tomera Harliya. I'm going on. Pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. I'm gonna put the
Can I
whole.
say something? Can I say something?
Yes,
Kathy, the first one, although it's spelled this way, it's not deal, it's del. Del
Dil.
means my heart.
Oh, deal. Okay, deal.
Del
Dilto.
tomero, like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
deal. It's more of an IL.
Yeah, yeah,
Deal.
del,
Deal.
yeah, del
Okay,
is the inner
deal to
heart.
deal. Oh, thank you. Deal with an I.
Yeah,
Dil.
del.
Dil.
Yeah, we can
like
do
milkweed,
DIL that
milkweed.
pronounce it E. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Dil tomer.
yeah.
Dil. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mahu. Dil to. I should have you doing this, really.
My first time and I came late, but it's great. I mean, I think after 2 times I can read it for you. But
Okay,
this
so
is not, this is Hindi, Persian, but there are some common words.
yes, yes. I was told that there's the language that Krishna, I'm sorry, that Mira sang was she spoke and sang and was, there is a name for that language. I can't remember what that was, but maybe it was a mixture of something from her Rajasthan background and Hindi, something.
Yeah, yeah, we
So
can find
dil,
out.
okay, so dil to mera har liya pyare Krishna Krishna ne. Okay, does that sounding okay, Mahu? Yes.
Yeah, of course, you know better than I do. I only knew
Well,
about that word.
it's always since this is not my, I don't speak Hindi, I'm just, okay, so just Baba help me get through doing the best I can. Okay, then does everybody want to go on to the Krishna Krishna second line? Okay, so Krishna Krishna mai pukaru. Krishna Krishna mai pukaru. Krishna Krishna mai pukaru. And what I remember from, and Mahu, is this correct? Gharke. So there's a bit of an aspiration with the tere gharke samane.
Yes,
Tere gharke samane. Again on tere gharke samane. Tere gharke samane. So let's see. I think I'll go on to, is that okay? Going on to Gita? Gita? Gita me vadakiata. Gita me vadakiata. Gita me vadakiata. It seems to me the unga, unga, it's almost like there's a bit of a swallowing of the O a little bit. Unga kaliyuga me. Unga, sort of in the back of the throat, the unga kaliyuga me. Is
yeah,
that
it means Kali Yuga may in the Kali Yuga.
yes,
I like
right.
that, the way
Mhm.
mm.
So the whole line of the third line, Gita me wadakiata aunga kaliyuga me. And the fourth line, Abba Kyunahi Ate Ho Bhagavan. And as I said, that aspirated H with the Bhagavan is something that we're not used to in English, but we do the best we can. So isn't that, we put a little aspiration there, I think, on the Bhagavan. So Abba Kyunahi Ate Ho Bhagavan. I'll do that again. Abba Kyunahi Ate Ho Bhagavan. It's between a W and a V. Bhagavan. Aj Hamare Samane. Again on Aj Hamare Samane. Aj Hamare Samane. So that is what I remember. Mahu, since this is your language, is there anything? So the dilto is more dill. It's like a dill, which is
Still, yeah.
dilto mera. So we'll make a correction there. Thank you. That's wonderful.
Hey, Kathy, could you just, it's interesting that in the last stanza, the n, I, I can't even say it. That last first part that ends with bhagawan. Ubke nahiya te ho bhagawan.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Would you repeat that?
Okay. So ab nahiya te ho bhagawan. Ab
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to say it with you.
Okay. Ab there's a little bit of an after the I guess there is a little bit of a so, ab ab q nahi ate ho bhagavan ab q nahi ate ho bhagavan.
I see. You know what would be helpful, and I don't have this printed, but is connecting the words that are like syllables. Nahiya is like one word to me, or one
I think
phrase.
I think nahi is one word and ate is one word in Hindi. Yes, Mahu, I think.
It may be one
But
word, but it
the way it's sung, I remember hearing Abba Q nahi ate. So it, even though it's a different word, it's a different the
connects.
melody line changes, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. So
yeah.
that's a little confusing. Abba Q nahi ate ho bhagavan. Yeah, that's a little bit of a difficult little stretch there. Aaj hamare samne. I have to say, as I sing these songs, there was always this trepidation when I learned them the best I could phonetically and then would go sing them on the porch for Mira. It was like I was in school, and she would listen yeah, of course, she would listen critically, I guess you'd say. And sometimes I would hear her singing a little bit. She had a beautiful alto voice, deep, sort of a deeper voice. And, I just know she would probably be remembering those songs, those Jukita Roy songs, recordings being played for Baba and how much that must have meant. I thought I was very interested when I read in Mara Mehera that Mara had said that this was a new song, a new Mira song a new song to the women. So that was kind of interesting to me that maybe this was a less commonly known song, a bhajan of Mira's. And of course,
Can you tell us what page that's on, Kathy, in Mira Mayhair?
yes, it's volume
That's
two, page 155. And
okay, thank you.
For the recording, Kathy, is the singer that sang it a woman, I assume, right?
yeah, Jukita Roy, yes. I was listening to a lot of I have Marwan Jaswala and different friends recorded some of albums of Jukita Roy, and I have them. I was listening to them driving up from Myrtle Beach to Asheville, where I'm staying for a week or so. But anyway, I was trying to find Jukita Roy's version of Dil to Mera, and I couldn't initially. I mean, some of the other, Manne Chakara Kochi, and a few of the others that are, I think, more commonly known are there. But I'll try to find a recording of her singing this, and that would be really the most wonderful thing to share, that everybody could really listen to her version of it,
Have you ever looked on YouTube Music?
I actually did have before, but I haven't recently. But
How
that
do you spell her name? Can you put it in the chat or something?
Jukita, Jukita, T-A, Roy, R-O-Y. Yeah, maybe it's,
Ukita. I'll look right now.
oh, good. Ooh, that would be wonderful. Oh, Mahu, did you learn these when you were growing up?
No, actually, I wasn't. I learned Persian. This is mixed.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't grow up with this.
with
No.
that tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, golly. So you must know the Gunna koram velikan nasibam. That's the one you must know.
Yes.
Bob's Persian song. Oh, golly. Well,
No, there's a Nakita, but not a Jukita. Jukita, you said, right?
yeah, well, that might be the same woman.
Mhm.
Might be. Might be.
Oh, maybe. No, I don't know.
So before going over the song, maybe one last time, I could say that, many of you have read about Mira, and I looked her up, and she was born, it says, in 1498 in Rajasthan, and she died in 1548 at the age of 49. So that's just interesting information. There are many stories that I had heard about her, and looking her up in Wikipedia, they were saying many of these stories, there's no, what do you call it, verification in fact. I mean, she lived so long ago. When she was young and saw a wedding procession and who will she marry? And I think her mother jokingly said, you will marry Krishna. And then she took that seriously as a young girl. And then she just became so devoted that she, as a young girl, when a saint visited the home, she asked for his Krishna idol that he was carrying with him. And he was so attached to it, he wouldn't give it to her. And then he heard a voice saying, you must give it to that young girl. And he went back and gave her his Krishna statue, and she would talk to it and, bathe it and feed it and clothe it, and just grew up with this tremendous devotion. And she was married to a prince, and, she said she was not, I mean, she was, I'm sure back then women didn't have a right to say, I will not marry, but she told him she was married to Krishna. And then she left the palace and started wandering in a must-like way and just singing Krishna's praises and living, temple to temple. And you can only imagine back then what a shock that was in society to have a princess like, homeless and singing. And I mean, it just must have been incredible. And of course, her devotion started drawing people to her. There are stories which they have been said to be, some say they're true, some not, that her in-laws were so upset that they tried to poison her. And, she would present the liquid to Krishna, and then the poison would turn to milk, or, there was a cobra, a poisonous snake hidden in the basket of fruit or the flowers. And, I don't remember if all at once there was no serpent, but, miraculously she would when she presented these gifts to Krishna, the situation would always be rectified in a way that was not harmful to her. And, it was also touching to me to read that when Mehera went to Upasani's ashram with her mother, you've probably all read that most of those people were Hindus in Upasani's circle, and they all called her Mira because Mehera wasn't a common name there. And then when she went to the Catholic convent school, she was called Mary. But I thought it was touching that, she was called Mira in her early teens when she went with her mother to Upasani's and saw Baba for the first time. So Shall we go over the bhajan one more time? Okay.
Kathy, at some point, I know Ralph had a question quite a while ago. I don't know if it's, pertinent anymore or, but I just want,
What was his question? Sorry.
I don't know. Did you have a question, Ralph?
I have forgotten it.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see. Oh,
Maybe
oh,
after we
I don't
sing.
remember. I don't remember. It had to do with some more. Actually, it was Dilto. Yeah, Dilto.
Dildo, thank you.
It struck me that it was probably the more Dilto.
Dildo, wonderful, thank
Hey,
you,
it
Ralph.
isn't, definitely isn't dial tone.
No, I never, no, that's not,
Di-
nope, dildo, dill,
it could
okay,
still
so,
be- it could still be some sort of an E, but
no, it's a,
Elaine likes to write that out and try to get it
yeah,
described.
I'll change it, Dill, I think is the best way to write it out. It's I as in.
Like dill weed. It's like
Yeah,
dill.
I as in it, dilto. Okay, so I'm gonna start again and sing along. Thank you, Ralph, and thank you, Mahu, wherever. Yes, okay, here we are. Dill, ready, here we go. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Dil to mera har liya, pyare Krishna, Krishna ne. Krishna, Krishna, mai pukaru, tere ghar ke samne. Krishna, Krishna, mai pukaru, tere ghar ke samne. Gita meva dakiata aunga kaliyuga me. Gita meva dakiata aunga kaliyuga me. अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान आज हमारे सामने. अब क्यों नहीं आते हो भगवान आज हमारे सामने. दिल तो मेरा हर लिया, प्यारे मेहर बाबा ने. बाबा बाबा मैं पुकारू, तेरे घर के सामने.
Good job, Kathy. Good.
I am
Oh,
just, I have to say thank you, Betty, and I know Elaine and I talked about this, but thanks to Elaine and Betty and Ruth Apple, just bringing this nice Zoom time into being, because it just really reminds me of being with Mira on the porch and her love of these devotional songs, and of course, Baba's love of these beautiful songs, and how it's wonderful that we can share this time together. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Mhm.
Kathy, can I just ask you, that when you went through again with inserting Baba instead of Krishna, you sang the first two couplets, and that's all. You didn't go through the whole song again. Only the first two couplets with Baba.
Yes, yes. Yeah, at the end, after you come around to sing the first two lines, which is that's the form. Yeah, Mara said, please put Baba's name in there. So that's why first line, Meher Baba, second line, Baba Baba. But I would start with Krishna because of course Mira wrote it to Krishna. And anybody else but us would sing Krishna all the way through. Oh, that's wonderful.
Jerry.
So,
Yeah, I think that was a really great teaching session.
oh, well,
Yeah.
it'd be fun to have a little Mira choir. Everybody's got to come to the center and we'll have to
Yeah.
sing a Mira song together. Oh, Elaine, we've got to do a Huma song. Ah,
Are we going to do a Huma song next week?
oh, yes. Elaine is coming back. Here she is.
Thank you, Kathy. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Baba.
Jai Baba.
Hi,
Bye.
Kathy's not leaving. We're here together this time. Yeah, I wanted to, if we have done two of Baba's Ghazals, short ones, and I thought if you want, we can go over them again, or which one you would choose. Now, I sent Betty after the last session, I sent Betty the Ishtiake with musical notation, which I think is a huge help. And I'm going to be working on notating the second one, Gunagaram. And I'll get that to Betty this week, hopefully. But I thought we might go over one of those again. I don't want to introduce anything new
That's good.
right now because it's after 6 o'clock. But would you like to go over one of those?
Yes, the Ishtiage, that one.
Okay, did you get a copy of it with notation?
I didn't.
I didn't send the notation out, Elaine. I'll do that now. I'm sorry. That I did.
Okay. I think
So
I
is the
think it'll be a
notation
big
and
help
the
because
lyrics
it's just
in
the melody. It's a simple note, it's not with chords or anything. It's just the melody.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Okay.
with the lyrics, right? The lyrics is there, the words.
Yes.
Okay.
So are you proposing that for next time?
Well, it's a review, yes.
Yeah.
Once you get that copy, we'll have that.
Great.
And if you want, we can just go over it now.
May we hear?
Yeah, that would be lovely if others stay.
No, I have to go, but
Yeah. Betty, did you send the lyrics to this song that Kathy just did?
I just did. I did right before this session. So you
Okay.
now. I'm getting a little confused as to who has what. I'm sorry. So
Right.
I may be sending double. I'd rather send double than none. So
And if you could,
Hmm.
Betty, or all the sweet singers, just to make sure you change the first word to D-I-L-L.
okay.
Deal instead of a D with an E. So D-I-L-L, dilto.
Dilto.
Uh-huh.
As in it or bit
Mm-hmm.
or fit.
And
Kathy,
I'll have a
Betty, do
fit
you
if
have
you
my
don't
email
change it.
address, Betty?
Deal toe sounds kind of like the name
Betty,
of
do you have my
a
email
player.
address?
yes, I do. Yes.
Oh, okay. Please So you send it to me too.
Deal toe sounds like the name of a card shark or a poker player. Deal toe. Well, it's old deal toe.
It's not deal toe, it's dill. I like in dill pickle, okay?
Yeah, dill.
Dill
Tomato
pickle.
means my
Think of
heart.
it.
Yeah.
Dill pickle.
Did I had trouble getting on it. I was here at 5 and I couldn't get onto this. I don't know what happened.
I was late. That's why you didn't get on right away.
Oh, I tried, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing the right process. I don't
No,
know.
you did it right. You did it right, Susan. It was just Betty was a little behind, so the room wasn't open yet.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Jay Baba,
Well,
everyone.
thank you. Hey, Baba.
See
Okay,
you
did,
next week.
did anyone want to go over or is everyone ready
Yeah,
to
we're
leave?
gonna go over another.
Ishtiake, one time, okay?
Yeah, ishtiake.
I
One
don't know.
time.
Shall I show the, show it?
Yeah, show the
Please do.
lyrics if you have.
Please do show the words with the musical notes, if you have them there.
I have it. I just have to find it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Betty has become the post office for the Baba community, and she's always sending things out from her computer.
I should, I need to streamline whatever.
Ruthie, what
I
happened
need
to
to be
Ruth?
Let's see.
Ralph, I didn't know you liked to sing.
Okay.
I love to sing. I just can't sing very well. Unless you ask Betty. Betty says I sing
Hey, Ralph, next lifetime.
like Caruso. She thinks
Keep on singing, Ralph, next lifetime.
all right. Thank you.
Next lifetime, you'll be a woman who'll be singing. It's always opposite, unless you're very advanced.
I hope Baba gets the call on that.
Yep,
Of course.
it's karma. It's only karma.
Yeah.
No,
Like everything else, everything is karma in this world. Okay, shall we go? Because we're just, time is passing.
I think I have it here. Let's,
Okay.
come on.
Ishtia. Okay. I think that's middle C, isn't it, Kathy? It might be D.
I'm not sure. That's okay. You want me to find a C?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
There we go with musical notes.
That's a B. That's fine.
It's B, okay.
B flat.
Oh, it's my favorite key.
Good.
Do you know that Begin the Beguine was written originally in B flat? Okay, and for some reason I always, okay, can you enlarge that just a little bit, Betty? The whole thing is there, yeah, okay, fine.
See, whoa, sorry. There,
Very nice. Thank you,
Okay.
Betty.
okay.
Okay, now by next week, I will have the second Ghazal Gunagaram in music notes, so. Okay, everybody looking? Ishtiyake shokta jabada se siva hojayega. Ishtiyake shokta jabada se siva hojayega. Samane akon ke wojo vanuma hojayega. Samane akon ke wojo vanuma hojayega. Now, this is the first time we go to melody B. This is what I'm use melody A and melody B. Well, yeah, give it that name and it'll help what you're trying to do there. Kya kahun ai dil ko diko, kera tu kya ho jayega. Kya kahun ai dil ko diko, kera tu kya ho jayega. Vasile hakka hoga bande, se kuda ho jayega. Vasile hakka hoga bande, se kuda ho jayega. Kano me akar ke wo kahe, gaye mujhe parde ki baat. Kano me akar ke wo kahe, gaye mujhe parde ki baat. Mai tera ho jaunga jab tu mera ho jayega. Mai tera ho jaunga jab tu mera ho jayega. And then you go back and repeat the first couplet once each line. Ishtiyake shok jabata, se siva ho jayega. Samane आँखों के ओझल वानुमा हो जाएगा. Jai Baba. Was it helpful to have the notes? I wrote it out with
Yes, yes.
the syllables
Yes, it
under the
will
notes
be.
as sung. I tried to write it right underneath the note changes and all of that.
It's nice to see, I don't see the the notes go up or down. I'm pretty basic, but that is helpful to see that. Yeah.
Good, okay.
Could you just read the other poem? What was it? Hukaguram Ram?
Gunegaram.
Gunagaram?
Gunegar. Gunegar. Gunegar Ram. Okay. You want me to read it or sing it or what?
Lovely. Your choice.
It's a very short one.
Okay.
Okay. And this
Excuse
one,
me just a minute.
sure.
Betty,
Yes.
is there a way that I can take off open with copy URL to Google?
If there is,
We
I don't know. It would be nice if I could do it. I don't know, Susan. I can't. Like there may be.
okay. Yeah, because it covers up like the last line.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, that's better. And then you can see it all. Okay, great. You
Yay.
did it.
Yay.
It's a little
That's
small.
great.
Yeah. There. Whoa. Hey, I just
There.
did. Oh, what
Yeah,
did I?
you just did it.
I know if I can remember. Oh, well.
Much
Betty,
better.
what other, oh, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Jai Baba. Me too. I'm gonna go. Thank you.
I'm going to send you all a list of the sheets you should have. And I know some of you at the very end here, I know you don't have them, but I think you'll need to start referring to, we need almost an index, so you'll know you have everything. And then you can, I hope that'll work. You can ask me for anything you don't have. Understood? There are about 5 different things now that we should have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And especially you latecomers, I'll just send you those all at once. But there might be some of you that don't have everyone. So, and you can tell me if you don't. You can I'll send you a list. Okay?
Thank you, Betty.
Okay.
Thank you, Betty.
Okay,
Jay Baba.
everybody leaving now? Good.
I thought we were gonna
Yeah,
read
this
the other
the
poem.
words of this Ishtiyaq Ghazal is by Baba, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Baba wrote this.
Baba wrote it, and well, all these ghazals that I teach are Baba's
Oh, very nice.
only. Yeah, Baba only.
And this is the one that he asked to be sung.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
Kathy's reminding me that Khorshid wrote this down as Baba dictated it to her in the early years. And it was lost for a long time and then found by Westerners in one of Baba's coats and became very popular, I think, because the tune is so wonderful. Plus, it was a find at the time in the early 70s. And Khorshid had told me and told others as well that when she wrote this down, Baba said to Khorshid, whenever you sing this song first.
This was in Nasik in the 30s. I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, Nasir. Yeah.
Is this music, Ishtiaki, is his tune as well? His tune?
That I don't have confirmation on one way or the other. Many people, and Baba used several different poems set to different melodies. There were, at the time, in Pakistan, what is now Pakistan, and where Urdu is spoken, they had very popular tunes, so people would write their poems to a tune. So Baba wrote this poem to be sung to this tune, and whether Baba wrote it or it was one of those popular tunes, I cannot confirm one way or the other. Sorry.
What about the other ones that we're singing?
Gunagaram, I believe, is, first of all, it's in Persian, and I believe that's Baba's tune.
Okay.
Gunekar what is Gunahkar? Gunekar, now you said Persian, I paid more attention.
Yeah.
Gunekar is Gunahkar. Yeah.
Well, I have it
Yeah.
Gunagaram, but
Yeah.
it's that sound that we can't do very well in English.
Well,
Yeah,
It's
of
between a
course.
K and a G.
I remember, actually, I went to Azita to ask her to help me, and she said Gunakoram. She suggested
Oh, yeah, Gunakaram.
Koram,
Yes,
and
Gunakaram.
I usually sing it
I'm
that way. She
guilty.
said,
I'm guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and Valekin. Gunakoram Valekin.
Valikan. Yeah. Oh, Gunakaram, Valikan Khoshnasibam. This is
Okay.
what Mani used to sing with the
Yeah.
sitar.
Yes,
Very beautiful.
yes,
and,
yeah.
and Katie, of course, Katie too. Mhm.
What is
Yeah,
it?
Kedi Irani, yes.
Mhm.
What does it mean again? Guilty?
Yeah,
It
Gunahkaram means,
although I'm a sinner.
I'm a sinner, actually.
Yeah,
I've done
yeah.
a lot of, I'm a sinner.
But how fortunate am I?
Yeah,
A fortunate sinner.
yeah.
Well, I'll run through it once. How's that? It's very short.
Yeah.
Okay. Gunekaram valekin khush nasibam. Gunekaram valekin khush nasibam. Khudavanda garibam basse garibam. Kudaranda garibam basse garibam. Gunegoram boleikin خوش نصیبم Rahamba miskin godakun Rahamba miskin godakun Ke darish ke toman yakta Ke darish ke toman yakta dasiram Gunegakaram boleikin Khush nasibam Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, wow. Elaine, you mastered it so well. It really brought tears to my eyes. You sang it very beautifully. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you, thank you.
Have you the
And it
translation?
was all hearty, so beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the quick
Have you the
translation is,
translation handy?
yeah,
Elaine?
yeah, I've got it right here.
Okay.
Although I am a sinner, how fortunate I am. Oh God, I'm a helpless sinner here, meaning in this realm, in this illusion, but content to be such. Have pity on the condition of this poor beggar, so that in love, in you, you and I are completely entrapped, or it means captivated. I am trapped in your trap by love. That's the translation. It's very short.
Wow, beautiful.
I love Persian. It's so beautiful.
You must have got it from past lives then.
Well, I learned
have it.
I learned this from the women mandali.
Yeah.
I
And-
tell you, listening to it sung, Elaine, it made me think of, I couldn't help. I just kept thinking Cole Porter.
Oh,
Cole Porter. Oh, well. All
Yeah.
right. Next time I'll sing my favorite favorite English song in the world if you want, but not tonight.
No, no.
And that, of course, is Begin the Begin,
Right.
Yeah.
the Song of Songs in English.
Yeah. When Rick Chapman had his presentation, for the Meher Center, were you there, Elaine? Well, some of us
No.
were there.
No.
Particularly, he put the words of this begin from the beginning to the end. And he was saying it with such conviction that Baba has told Cole Porter to sing this. Baba dictated this word. This is all what Baba wanted to let
Yeah.
us know what this life and journey is all about.
Yeah.
So that's what he was saying.
Well, I've heard it said, yes, that Baba said that he gave Cole Porter this song.
my.
Oh,
Cole
so
Porter
Baba
probably
said
never,
that.
yeah,
Oh.
Cole Porter probably never knew what was happening. It just came, directly from Baba, and he wrote it down. And, I don't know if he had an awareness of Baba at all. I don't, Baba doesn't have to work on our conscious level, thank God. So I don't know how that was happening, but I have heard that Baba said he gave that song to Cole Porter.
Very beautiful. And to be played 7 days while his body is in the samadhi.
Yes.
How important it is.
Yeah. It's a very hard song to sing. Cathy and I maybe can get together and sing it together. I can sing it by
That
myself.
would be nice.
Oh, but I tell you, it's the range of it is what kills me.
I remember Margaret Krask would sometimes talk about Baba making them sing that song, and then she would turn to me and say, "That's the most difficult song to learn."
The range of it is, it's quite severe.
Yeah.
Anyway, fabulous, fabulous chords. Anyway,
Yeah.
Next time.
Thank you.
Jai
Yes.
Baba.
Thank you,
Jai-
Jay Baba. Happy
Jai
the
Baba.
rest of Sunday, Saturday.
Okay, here we are.
Oh,
Jai
Jai Baba.
Jai
Bye-bye.
Jay
Baba.
Baba,
Remember-
thank you so much for your sharing. You're sharing what you know. Thank you.
See you next week, I hope.
Jai
Yeah.
Baba. Jai Baba.
Okay. Thank you, Betty.
Never determined the song for that. If
What?
you going to, we didn't determine a song for next week. Are you going to send me a sheet later on?
Well, I want to go, I've got to get Gunagaram notated for you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Let me get that done. I have all this other work to do, so,
Let's see,
and I have to go to a piano to do that. I have to go borrow my friend's piano.
do you think, I mean, do you want me to try to present my other Mira bhajan or
You
just,
certainly want to review it again.
or we could review the one that I just did
What?
today?
We could do that. Yeah, that would be good, I think. A review would be fine.
Review, okay, it's kind of a review week of the 3 songs.
Well, maybe we can catch up with the emails. I'm not caught up, so if I could, that would be good to get.
Okay.
Everybody has everything.
And I hope your
Oh, it'll be
your ankle isn't too painful.
No, thank you. I just couldn't, I had, we had walked to the park, I had it all timed out, and then I needed to stay there and they had to come get me with the car, and, but yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
dear,
okay.
oh, dear.
Okay.
Okay,
Ice packs and then heat. Ice packs and then heat.
I find
Ice pack-
Arctic is wonderful.
Arnica.
Well, not to mention arnica.
Right.
Good.
Bye.
Bye, love you.
I love you all. Bye-bye.
Okay, Jai Baba, Jai Baba.